Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Penrich. Happy Monday. A beautiful weekend as promised. Really came through. Temperatures mid to upper 70s on Saturday, and we hit 80 degrees on Sunday. Today, more of the same. In fact, temperatures starting warmer this morning means we're likely going to get up into the low and possibly mid 80s. Here we are just after 9 o'clock, and it's already in the mid 60s in a lot of locations. A couple spots around 70 degrees. The good news, we don't have a lot of humidity yet, but it's starting to creep up. You see the dew points are in the low and mid 50s, and a few areas getting close to 60. So I would still call it relatively dry today, but as we go through the week, we'll see that humidity levels start to creep up. Part of the reason it's so warm today, we've got southwesterly flow, and if you watch me at all over the years, you know that southwest flow I like to call the blowtorch. That typically means really warm temperatures, especially when you have dry air in place. But what is really interesting about this week, as warm and as dry as it's going to be, I'll show you a quick look at the temperature outlook for the week. You see, we're going to be in the low and mid 80s all week, except for Thursday into Friday. It looks like we got a little dip in the temperatures before we see temperatures rise back going into early next week. What's going on there? Well, there's the possibility we're going to have a tropical, or more likely, a subtropical low develop. Now, the difference between the two is very, very subtle. Yeah, a tropical low is typical a tropical storm or a hurricane. You've got strong winds near the center. All the thunderstorms are around the center, and it's warm core. Subtropical storms tend to have the winds kind of a little bit farther away from the center. There's not a lot of thunderstorm activity near the center, and it's what we call cold core a little bit. It doesn't have truly warm air in the middle. The thing about tropical systems, they're warmer in the middle of the storm through the atmosphere, as warm as they are in the environment around them. Cold core systems like we get in the winter, low pressure systems, it's colder there in the middle than it is in the surrounding area. So it's kind of a hybrid. It's kind of a in-betweener storm. And you can see there's a ton of clouds down there over the southern Bahamas and parts of the Florida Straits and near Cuba. But what's interesting when you look at the model data, which has been incredibly consistent in developing something in this region, really cranks this thing up. And part of the reason this makes sense is the pattern is favorable, but it's also over some of the warmest water, at least for this time of year, in the Western Caribbean, Northern Caribbean, and now the Gulf Stream. Remember, the Gulf Stream's right off the coast here, but you can see low pressure starts developing tomorrow into early Wednesday. And as we go through the day on Wednesday, by the afternoon, it looks like we got a legitimate low developing there. And if I look at the pressure, about 1,007 millibars. Not super strong, but you can see it kind of cranking up there. And as we go into later in the week, by Friday, got a pretty potent little low there, probably 1,000 millibar low. Pretty good circulation. In fact, could be tropical or subtropical, because remember, we've got the Gulf Stream, that very warm, deep current of water, which is running right off the coast here. So it's right in that little alleyway of where that warmer water is. So certainly a possibility we could see a tropical storm or subtropical storm develop. If it does, it would get the name Ana. And really, the Hurricane Center already watching this area. They're giving it about a 30% chance of development in the next 5 days. So it's an area we'll watch. I don't think it's going to have a huge impact. If you're heading to the coast, though, maybe this coming weekend, it could have an impact on your weather. But you see the clouds and some of the showers maybe spreading back here. I think that's how the models are starting to indicate some cooler weather late in the week. And we might see some showers or thunderstorms develop on the fringe of this low. Of course, I'll have complete updates on this as we track this system, kind of get things under wraps here a little bit better as we go through the day. But I have a sneaky suspicion we will see something forming off the coast. Whether it's tropical, subtropical, it probably doesn't matter at all. The impacts are going to be the same as a weak tropical storm or a subtropical system. That's the latest on your Monday forecast. Enjoy the warm weather. I'll see you today starting at 4, 5, and 6 on NBC Charlotte. I'll see you then.